I know we both want to do the right thing, but the needle in our compass is trembling. Trapped in the flames as our house burns down, left for dead cause we can't find common ground.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away.
It's funny, guys, because I do the cheer and everything. I've not even got myself a drink sorted or anything. It's dumb, right? Who the hell does that? Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm going to go grab it now, though. Oh! Whoa, winner! So it's weird, because I actually haven't been live on Twitch. In fact, YouTube. I can't even remember when I was last on YouTube stream. It was like 2 weeks ago almost. It's ridiculous. Like, I actually looked at Twitch when I last streamed. It was like 20-something days ago, and I was like, no, it can't be. But it probably is. It actually probably is. Yeah, I have been mega slacking with my live stream and stuff for the minute, guys. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm enjoying life. I cannot complain. Ignore the fact that I'm eating grapes. Just ignore it. Really good as well. Anyway. So we're doing some PTR stuff today. I was going to do the live servers. But I've been mulling over some stuff in my head about when the patch lands. And actually looking into what I might want to do in regards to the fresh start servers. So I have been thinking about doing a tank support greatsword or even a DPS support greatsword. They pretty much use exactly the same weapons. The only difference between the two is gear. The stat priority is exactly the same. And when I say gear, I mean as in you prioritize more constitution in one than strength. And the other one you prioritize more strength. But it's still a case of I still fully have not even decided that yet, because when I've done a little bit more research, a little bit more shall we say theory crafting, the only thing that's different between the greatsword tank build that I have in mind and the DPS variant is the gear traits, not the actual stats itself. Because with the greatsword you heal for an amount of damage you deal, so you want to be going more strength to deal more damage, bigger heals, right? Now focus is a weird one, because you'd think obviously with the focus it doesn't increase your healing gained by the greatsword. However, having blessed trait which increases healing done, and I think I've got I think I have a blessed item. If I do, I'll show you what the stat actually does, but that actually does increase the healing you do with the greatsword, which is interesting, right? So that would mean that blessed on a greatsword is actually a good stat roll. So we're going to mess around with that. We're going to play around with it and see what's what. To be fair, enough waffling. Ooh. Hey, Jaybird, hi. Hi. Look at this. I are on different platform. Haha. I'm not gonna lie. It feels kind of weird, but I like it. Not gonna lie, kind of like it. Just happy to have you here, Jay. So, I can make a level 60 if I wanted to. And I can actually go into Brimstone if I wanted to. I'm not going to. Just because I don't want to spoil too much. XO, how you doing? Welcome in. Also, round of applause for both of you. Welcome on in. I honestly feel like I haven't streamed on Twitch for ages. Because, well, for one, I haven't. But I am... Thursday, Friday this week, I am going to be on Twitch because I think the drop is still active at the minute. I think. But I couldn't be 100% sure. I can't be 100% sure. What are my videos running on? Yeah, it's fine. So, because I'm a mega nerd, you may... experience a little bit of delay or lag on your end. Sorry, not sorry. Because I'm also in the queue for Classic WoW because I'm a nerd. Priorities, right? Imagine that. Holy shit, this is new. Ooh. You know when I said I was going to do some leveling and stuff, and I didn't want to do too much... Also, thank you for the lurk and the FAKXO. I appreciate it, man. You know I said I wasn't going to spoil too much. Yeah, that was a lie, obviously. Who just shot me? That guy did. Alright, let's go. So the blocking with greatsword. So blocking with greatsword is exactly the same as it has always been. I can just block straight out. However, I think there was a visual bug there. The fact that it puts a shield up when you light attack and heavy attack, I haven't got used to that yet. Honestly, I am terrible with it. I still have no idea when to weave in and stuff. Holy shit, I actually did it. No way. I thought that was blocking. Ah, blocking causes you to enter. That's fine. Well, there we go. That's how we do. Do the abilities actually do anything extra when in Defiant stance? I haven't... Oh, so that's my stam return. Got it. There we go. Wait, isn't that meant to put me in Defiant stance? Blocking for two... Oh, blocking for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Or do I have to be in combat? I think I have to be in combat. There it is. Oh, yes, got the full block. Nice. So, yeah, if you time the heavy attack or even your light attack just right, you'll block while attacking. That's crazy. I didn't get the full block then, but I did get a part block. So that's cool then. So if you successfully do the heavy attack block, you get a full block. But if you just miss the shield, it still mitigates some damage. That's kind of cool. So I must remember as well to weave blocking every now and then. Who the feck is shooting me? Oh, that guy. Nice. So you definitely don't do as much damage in Defiant Stance, which makes sense, obviously. You know what, I'm going to cut my losses and close that down. I like my stream too clean to feck around with that Q business. 1, 2, there we go. Yeah, nice. Got the full block then. So it's a it's a much slower play style than the DPS side, but it's still uber fun. Plus, it looks flashy. Yeah, much slower. You kind of, it's weird actually. You've kind of got to play a little bit conservatively. It's weird, but I like it. Weird, but I like it. Let's get the Defiant Stance going. Nice, there it is. Okay, cool. So basically, you just don't swing like an absolute tool. I got it! Robert Turner, how you doing? Welcome into the stream. Why does the greatsword look so chunky? So, look, with the approach to what Amazon went for with the greatsword, trust me, believe me, you're not the first person to say it. I personally, I wish they were thinner, for sure. Like, I wish they were a lot thinner. However, that's just what they went for, I guess. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure they've made it smaller. I remember the sword being way bigger than it actually is now. I think they have made it smaller, but yeah. The early stages of the greatsword skins are quite chunky. They're quite in your face for whatever reason. A lot of people have said it, dude. So many people have said it. So many. It's unreal. As I said, it's really weird. I like it, but it would be nicer thinner. It's weird. Kind of a mixed mash. The higher level skins, though, oh, the higher level skins, dude, look so good. Yeah, Defiant Stance. They're really weird. So they're really weird. The fact that you can tank with the two-handed sword now is crazy to me. But this is what I'm kind of playing around with at the minute. doing a bit of theory crafting. Because I haven't seen many tanks use the life staff for a while. But the greatsword has some really good, like, passive threat generation. Right, we're in Defiant stance. Nice, I think I actually got the full mitigation block then. It's like whenever you light or heavy attack, you put like a ward in front of you that blocks all incoming attacks. So if you time it right, you can block without using your stamina. But you do have some pretty good stamina, so it's weird. Canoe paddle. You know, I never thought of it as a canoe paddle, but yes, correct. Canoe paddle would be very accurate. Very, very, very accurate. I'm pretty sure I have a passive, actually, to complete... Is it Fortify or something? No. There we go, Defiant Stance done. So compared to the DPS variant of this setup, this is a hell of a lot slower. Mainly because you want to time the shields, because they're not 100% of the swing. But like, I want to say it's for the sort of first 2 to 3 seconds of the light and heavy swing, you get that ward. Let's get the beacon up. It's a weird one. I'm trying to figure out what would actually be good to go with it as a weapon. The reason why I want to run the life staff is because you can kind of self-sustain with it, like, really well. And the fact that the greatsword passives, especially for the defensive stuff, allow you to heal from damage. A combination of the two, I was like, get leech gear, life staff, and then personal healing from the greatsword. And you're basically running a self-sustain heal, like heal build, which is sounds crazy to me. At this point, I'm just running around, fecking around with getting the attacks right. Right, we're in Defiant Stance. I can see why the build, or the setup, should I say. I can see why it kind of asks you to... or should I say, I can see why the passives give so much, like, leech and health steal. Because for the most part, you're not going to be blocking all that much. You kind of weave a block in there a little bit to get the Defiant Stance proc. That's about it. Nice. Definitely go full heavy armor, though. We're in Defiant Stance. Cute. Yeah, definitely. Massive stack on strength. Hang on a minute. Give me a second. I've got a sneaky spider that's just gone. Hi, friend. Go. Fuck it. I'll worry about him later. Oh, I got the full block then. Nice. Right, there was one where it's a chain. I'm sure it was. Hitting with the final attack of a greatsword chain reduces duration. Oh, debuffs. Got it. Damage reduction. Nice. Definitely a hell of a lot slower. A hell of a lot slower than the DPS setup. In fact, I'm going to show you the difference. So the difference between like the tank setup or the tanky kind of play style, you kind of have to time everything with the with your blocking, right? Because you want to max. You're going to min-max the tanking play style. You got to min-max that kind of shit. So let's go uppercut. Empower. We don't want disease cloud. We definitely want you though, and we want the armor pen. You will see what I mean. You will see what I mean by how much quicker it is to kill stuff in the DPS setup, because it's ridiculous. It's just, yeah. Go ham, right? But you don't get any of the reduction to damage. So I actually end up taking a lot more damage now than I did when I was in Defiant stance. I got a hell of a lot more damage. I probably don't even need to cast the third ability. I could probably just get away with a heavy attack at that point. Like, literally just get away with a heavy attack. It absolutely smashes through block stam as well. So nice. God damn, they've done a really good job with the environmental changes. Like, absolutely massive. Nice. Oh my good. This just looks amazing. I really like this. Very nice. Let's go back Great Axe for a second. Not that this is going to do anything, but screw it. And yes, by the way, this axe is a low-level skin. Ridiculous. Dodge. Oh, I still got stunned. I thought I would have dodged that. Didn't dodge that one, though. Didn't dodge that either. Oh, my dear sweet Jesus. Yeah, he slaps. Holy fuck. Note to self. Don't stand near him too much. Because he just shit. Ooh. Fucking hell. You literally can't attack with that guy. That is ridiculous. Note to self. Range. Go ranged. Is that going to destroy that? Ooh. Apparently, I'm small and insignificant. If I didn't know any better, I think Isabella wants us to join her. Not the fact that she's just asked. Nice. I think that's the other thing is as well, when you're in Onslaught, your heavy attacks swing just as fast as light attacks. I think that's why it feels so slow to me, because I'm used to just playing the DPS setup. Come on. Pull these guys in. Cute. Yeah, look, Great Sword DPS is going to be the new thing. You're not. It's going to be Great Axe main. Sorry, Great Axe off weapon or hammer off weapon. You're not going to see many. You're not going to see many. What's it called, guys? Great Axe main hands anymore. The damage from Great Axe just doesn't even come close. Just does not even come close. I mean, what was the other defensive ability? Again, let's have a look. Because I have made... Oof. What for 2 seconds reducing take by 90% reduce calamity counter. I mean, maybe even calamity counter is the way forward. And don't get me wrong, stand fast strike is nice because of the heal from it, but the cooldown reduction from it is also like woof, which is why like I was thinking stand fast strike, roaring rupture, but calamity counter is going to just save you so much. It's a long cooldown though, 20 seconds. But if we are taking Undying Defiance, the fact that we're healing ourselves for 5% of everything I do, and the fact that the block is in there as well. So if we time a block with like a cross cut and then drop back into block to get Defiant stance back, we're going to have some really nice like personal healing. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be nuts. Do we have... I don't need to do a way shrine. I'm literally around the corner. Let's just get running. So, for any of you guys joining in to the live stream, welcome in. Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. I normally stream on Twitch, like literally normally stream on Twitch. But I kind of want to branch out a little bit onto other platforms, kind of put the brand elsewhere. You know how it is nowadays. Most content creators are here, there, and freaking everywhere. So, rather than fight the current, might as well swim with it, right? Might as well swim with it or drown with it. It depends if you're a half full, half empty glass kind of person. Oh, noes. It's kind of weird as well, because I haven't made my mind up whether I enjoy Twitch more or YouTube more. I haven't decided yet. I'm like, But I am going to be live on Twitch this week on Thursday and Friday. So I'm only going to be live on YouTube once a week, just to kind of get into the swing of it, get into the feel of it, that kind of thing, you know. But primarily, I will still be on Twitch. I think for the launch of the New World update, I'm probably going to go ahead and, if they've got a drop active, which they probably will, I'll probably do it on Twitch. But we'll see. Who knows, right? Who knows? Let's go some more into strength. I'm going to go back into my... oh, nice. I am actually going to go back into my tank practice stuff. I might even go ahead and craft myself some heavy armor, if I've got enough iron, but I don't think I do. It's that, or I actually go pick up the faction quest, because the faction quests are different now. Like, the faction quests have changed massively. Like, you don't actually pick up the faction quest now directly from your main story quest. It's weird. It's bizarre. Really bizarre. You actually have to go pick it up yourself. With that in mind, I am going to go... No, I might go for Syndicate. I'm going to go for Syndicate this time. Why not? Why not? Ooh. Boreal Conditioning. What's this one? After being hit with nature damage, gain 4% nature absorption. Oh my god! That's some nice stats. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So we can either do Amarine Expedition, or we can do the solo one. I very much doubt I'm going to get a group for Amarine. I very much doubt that we're going to get an Amarine group. I mean, I need to run down there and find it anyway. So I'm going to do the solo option, because I'm not going to find the a group for Amarine. Also, let's get Syndicate, because with me being level 25, to be fair, I've kind of out-leveled it a little bit. But I could always pick up faction gear. But I mean, if the quests are given, the freaking rewards, like they are, then holy crap. Although, the question remains... Oh no, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. You get the helm regardless, which is good. Okay, let's get auto run in a second. Let's figure out... Let's change... Let's respec back in. We're going to go... I'm going to get Calamity. Screw it. Inflict the bleed. Counter attack. Crit chance increased in Onslaught. Counter attack. Crit chance. Heals. Holy shit. Nice. Cleanse 2 debuffs with Raw. We'll gain the Fortify. Let's do the block as well. Let's do the Calamity. Right, let's go. Oh, he's retreating. That's fine. Nice. Right, where's the Syndicate? I ran past them. Of course I ran past it. The update soon approaches. It sure does. I honestly... It's kind of another reason why I jumped onto the PTR rather than live service. Because I'm like... is it 8 days? 8 days. 8 days. Yes, indeed. That also explains why I'm taking a lot of damage, because most of my gear is light and medium. I actually have no heavy right now. Like, none. So we can... that's actually quite interesting. Ooh. So Roaring Rupture is actually quite good for cleansing as well. Holy crap. Okay, the healing return is just going to be silly. There's actually... nice. What am I actually doing here, by the way? I haven't even... Prepare for battle and place a law in the den. Ah, okay. Easy, 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 easy. Wow, so my... Wow, yeah, the damage reduction I get from Defiant Stance is just brilliant. We got waves. It's super dark in here. But it's fine. Let's get the block. Yeah, right, we're in Defiant Stance. Let's get the Stam return. And cleave all of them down. Jesus. Go back in Defiant Stance. Let's go. Get the Calamity block. Nice. Yeah, this feels ridiculous. I'm like taking no damage. Where's the Enclave then? Wait, do they have their... Oh my god, they have their own little base now. Okay, this is kind of cool. What the hell? I know I've said this before when I've been on the PTR server, but Jesus, they've put some work in. You know what's really shit, guys? Is now I just want to go on the high level on here. Balls. I mess around with this setup, but at max level. Shit. I'm not going to, though, because my character at the minute, I think she's actually in Brimstone. And I really don't want to ruin too much of Brimstone. Not this close to launch. I kind of want people to explore it and experience it for themselves. All I can say about Brimstone at the minute, though, is it's incredible. Like, holy shit. I'm tempted, you know, just to go to Blightwood early. I mean, I'm the right level for it. I am absolutely the right level for it. Whoops. We'll see how I feel a little later on. I might pop onto the live servers as well. Maybe. Oh my god, they've actually given them an enclave. What? This is cool. This is actually cool. So this is why this will be why they're not actually sat inside the town. They've got their own little things. Oh my god, this is badass. What? Amazon, guys, you have been putting work in. Holy crap.
Thank you for helping to resolve those unexpected consequences. We do important work here, studying Azov.
Travel north in the enclave. How big is this frickin' thing? Pop. That's an interesting name. Is this where he yells, y'all shit, for science? Wait. Wait. There's more? Am I missing something? Is there like another room behind this crystal formation? No, I'm just being a turnip. Oh my god, I wonder if they've... Oh! I wonder if the armor's changed.
You like them?
Hello?
Join us in the syndicate. They will be yours to you. Azov. Consider that part of your test. You will know it when you see it. Do not anger the
Okay, that is going to be kind of cool if that is the case.
serve you far better than brute force.
I don't think the armor will have changed much, but I'm definitely curious to find out. Where is it sending me now? Is it actually sending me to Brightwood? That looks like they've changed it a little bit. Because that's the tree. Let's just go, guys. Because, holy crap. I feel like Void Gauntlet might actually be better for me, you know? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to really dive into this a little bit more and understand the kind of theory behind it a little bit better. Because at the minute, I'm just like, ooh? Holy shit, level 33. In fact, screw it. Let's go. Oh, we got a full block then. Okay, right. I'm level 25 and I just dicked to level 33. Nice. So what level is this quest actually? 19. How is this quest level 19? That's got to be a mistake, surely. How is this 19? No. How is it level 19 and everything in here is level 31? That makes no sense. Full block. Full block. Oh my good god. Okay. Yeah, screw it. Don't even level. Don't even level in the DPS spec with Greatsword. Don't do it. just don't even level as the DPS spec as sword. This is nuts. Level in the tank spec because you will take no damage. I mean, you will take damage. That's a bit presumptuous of me, but what? Right. I'm probably going to die here, guys, but this is for science, right? This is for science and emotional damage. Right, what level are these guys? 31, 31. I'm level 25. Let's go. And I missed that, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's get the calamity block going again. Let's get a heal. I mean, I'm popping a potion. I realize I'm popping a potion, but why the hell would I not? Right, let's get in on him. Block. Nice. Get the calamity block. Get a heal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just... Guys, just level in the DPS. Just... Not DPS, sorry. Just level in tank spec. If you're gonna run around with the greatsword, guys, DPS spec, I'm telling you. The fact that I'm killing stuff 6 levels higher than me is actually ridiculous. Let's get into the Defiant stance. Calamity block. I didn't actually get a block, which is a shame, so the bleed didn't get out, but that is perfectly fine. Let's kill him with the life staff. Wowzers. Like, wowzers. This is good. I like this. This is... Absolutely. Get the Calamity block. Nice. Beautiful. Easy. Easy. And the beauty of this as well is when I actually get the point in Greatsword, we can remove debuffs with Roaring Rupture. So if we're smart with our cooldown, like weaving the abilities and putting certain ones on cooldown, if we know that we're going to get a lot of disease, if we know we're going to get bleeds, poisons, even burn, Roaring Rupture is just like, nope. I definitely... you know what? I feel like get some form of leeching. Get some form of leeching trait on your armor or your weapon to give you a portion of your health back from damage. Combine that with the passives from the Defiance tree, especially Undying Defiance. You're healing for 5%. 5% of your health from all attacks. After attacking from a block, you're healed for 15% of the damage done instead. Which instantly, let's be honest, straight from a block, stand fast strike. Because the damage is... So you're going to get healed from the stand fast strike, and you're going to get healed for a larger portion after block. Plus, you're also going to get the extra 5% anyway. You top that off with some leech, you're golden. But say, like, if you are running life staff, I mean, you could probably do this with Void Gauntlet anyway. Like, if I have to be honest, you could probably do this with Void Gauntlet as well. But with this, you've got Orb of Protection, which you can put, obviously, go all the way in. Because when you're going to be stood next to someone, just slap it onto the DPS next to you. Beacon is a definite. Now, I did think about doing a Sacred Ground, but I feel like with Sacred Ground, there's too much of a cast time to it. So maybe Splash of Light instead, because it's instant cast. Because it also removes debuffs. I mean, if you were to go Void Gauntlet, naturally, Essence Rupture, Decaying Orb, and Oblivion, and you just let the orb do its travel. Don't even detonate it, just let it do its travel. But I kind of, with this kind of play style, you could actually go for a hybrid kind of setup. So prioritize strength on your armor. Well, armor and your greatsword. Prioritize strength on your armor and your greatsword, and then your jewelry and your staff. Go focus constitution. Then put your attributes into constitution until you get to 150. And then the rest in strength. And if push comes to shove, whichever one's the lowest, apply the food relevant to the one that's the lowest. I think that could work. I feel like that could work really well, actually. Holy crap. Am I theory crafting this far too much? I feel like I might be theory crafting this far too much. Less of a butcher's. What does Helm actually look like?
The task she has prepared may challenge you.
Yeah, it actually gives you a monocle. It actually gives you a monocle. That's boss. That's actually boss. Right, so what's this next challenge? I really kind of want to do these syndicate quests to see the armor. Can we do... Ooh, I wonder if this is going to be a really good way of leveling then. Because if... Oh my god, the gear from this. Holy shit. Ooh. This is kind of cool. I like this already. But I wonder if you could actually do all the quests. If you could do all the quests for all the factions. And then pick one. Like it used to be. Where the hell's Marauder, anyway? Are they going to be inside? Yes, they're inside. Okay, cool. The Syndicate Initiation. It might also be one of those quest lines where you don't instantly... well, yeah, you don't instantly get the faction. It might be, I don't know. We'll find out. I think it might be one of those where it's once you've picked, you've picked. Like, obviously, I've started the Syndicate quest line, so if I pick them, does that mean, hey, you know, tough shit, you've picked them? Possibly, right? Possibly. Whom knows? Sorry, guys. Apologies. I apologize for that. Yeah, seriously, great sword tanking feels... It might even outperform sword and shield. Maybe. I mean, the only thing with sword and shield is, you know, you've still got your sort of last stand abilities. I mean, you could even run sword and shield and great sword. Because the thing with sword and shield is you still got your defender's resolve. But even then, that's only 30% damage reduction while it's activated. Defiant Stance, you get a passive 15%. 15% damage reduction. 20% fortify if you're attacked from full health. And if the healer's doing the job, you're going to keep that up quite a lot. Debuff removes. You've got... After gaining Defiant Stance, all damage taken is reduced by 25. You get a 40% damage reduction. What? What? Shockwave applies weaken and become into That's actually insane. Holy crap. Yeah, this is... Oh my. Just oh my. I think I'm going the right way here. I am. Also, I feel like I've perpetually been at night time. This is nuts. Like, taking no damage. I wonder how many I could take on, actually. Let's do a body pull. Let's do some body pulls. I mean, I feel like I might be shooting myself in the foot here because I'm not in heavy gear. Let's take a hearty bastard as well. You know what? Screw it. I guess we're in here now. Right, switch to life. Oh, I missed all life staff stuff. Get the calamity block. Good block. That is juicy. That is so oh my god. Yeah, this is... Oh, crap. I might be going tanking with greatsword. Just saying. Yep, I think I might be going tanking with greatsword. Because this is just juicy. I already know what I'm going to go. Oh. Right, 2 seconds of block. We're in defiant stance. Let's go. The only thing I don't have is a gap closer. Which I guess if I really wanted to, I could run Blunderbuss to take the claw into a fight, and then Essence Rupture straight off the bat. But I think there's some really good passives that are available for the gear right now that I think could be really strong, actually, especially ones for like cooldown reduction after being hit, because I think we're going to I think we are going to body tank a lot of hits. Because although I got hit then, the damage reduction was like minus 75. Oh my god, that was a good calamity. Yeah, look, minus 74 out of 68 blocked or damage reduced. Get the beacon up. Hang on a minute. Am I... Wait. Have the Syndicate sent me to poison shit? Nice calamity. Oh my good god. The cleave. Right. So one thing we know right now about the greatsword tanking. Amazing cleave. A shitload of threat. Like, I don't even have taunt gems, and I already know that my threat is really high. I don't know why I'm destroying water barrels when they've got a river right next to him. poisoning the well doesn't make sense to me right now, because they could just drink from the river, surely. Hmm. I like how I've poisoned the well, but it's letting me draw from it. You know what, Robert? You're right. You're actually right. Let's see if we can see one squatting. Just like, oh, don't mind me. Just taking a shit. Okay, I feel like the Defiant stance is kind of speeding up a little bit now. Because you kind of have to, you do have to be kind of aggressive with it, I think, to work. The passive blocking is nice. I don't think I need to heavy attack as much, though I will. You see, look, full block while doing a heavy attack. It's just... God, it's tasty. It's so nice. So do you play New World, by the way, Robert? Or are you looking at getting it? Or is it a game that you've heard a lot of negative and positive things about? Because a lot of people do have a negative view on New World. And honestly, I see both sides of the coin. But I'm very... I'm a big fan of the game, and I have been since it came out. And I will be honest, it could have been a lot better when it came out, but I have to give the original dev team some credit in saying that they did kind of build a foundation for the game for the new dev team to actually make it good. Like, what we have right now is freaking amazing. Like, this is how the game should have been when it first came out. Retail WoW, but looking at New World. Yeah, so here's the thing, Rob. When it's funny you mentioned Retail WoW, actually, because I'm playing a lot of Classic at the minute. Unironically, Rob, I'm actually in the queue for Classic server right now because the server that I'm in is ridiculous. Yeah, it's another reason why I haven't upgraded. Right, Rob. Here, listen to this. If my frames seem a bit shitty, it's because I've got WoW running in the background as well for the queue. If it starts to annoy me, I'll turn it off. In fact, you know what? Screw it. What is the queue? I'm not getting in tonight anyway. Let's close it. Screw it. But I got to level 56 in Shadowlands. And that is it. I got to 56 in Shadowlands and went... This ain't for me anymore. This is not for me anymore. Like, don't get me wrong. I used to really enjoy Retail WoW. I did. I didn't really play MOP. I thought it was dumb. Although MOP wasn't an awful expansion. I just thought it was dumb. Played for about 6 months in Warlords of Draenor. Played Legion. Played BFA. I played vanilla, naturally, and not classic vanilla, actually vanilla, back in 2005. Played all through vanilla when it came out. Played Burning Crusade when it first came out, all the way through. And the same with Wrath. I think vanilla, Burning Crusade, and Wrath were the only 3 expansions where I never quit WoW, and I played through its entirety. Cataclysm, I stopped playing about 3 months before Warlords came out. No, sorry, MOP. Was it MOP? What was after Cataclysm? It was MOP, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was MOP, and then Warlords, then Legion, then BFA. Yeah. So I quit about 3 months before MOP. Played about a month of MOP, then didn't play it at all after that. Came back for Warlords of Draenor. Played that for about 6 months. Stopped. So I've been off and on, but yeah, Dragonflight, I've not even bothered with Dragonflight. I feel it. I feel like at this point, Blizzard have gone past the point of redemption in terms of actually giving us something good. And I know that sounds bad. I know that sounds really, really bad. But I feel like they've given up. Like, they've literally got to the point where they've basically gone EA mindset of people are just going to give us money anyway, so fuck it. Also, I'm on Gehannes. Yeah, Gehannes. Gehe something something. Gehannes. It's a locked, one of the locked servers. The average queue time's like, well, the average queue is like 8k at the minute. Peak times it's like 9k. Still. Yeah, man. Like, I was going to stream our raids last night over on Twitch. Oh, also, Rob, you, to be fair, you've probably been here the entire time, but I am primarily a Twitch streamer, so I stream on Twitch more than YouTube. I'm just trying to branch out into YouTube at the minute. I kind of just want to, you know, push the brand elsewhere. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I haven't done yet. I think I've been streaming on Twitch for about 4 years. I just kind of want to branch out. Also, if anyone has subbed to the YouTube, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Dryleaf family. I appreciate it. For some reason, my alert isn't working. It is set up, but it's not working. I don't know why it doesn't want to trigger for whatever reason. It is all set up, so I don't know why it's not doing it. I'll have to look into that, I suppose, but it is what it is. But I appreciate it for anyone who has. Yeah, I'm playing Warlock as well, dude. Dude, Warlock is like the way forward. Affliction lock. We in our guild at the minute we have 1 demo lock, 2 affliction, and 1 demonology warlock. Because the thing with demonology warlocks, essentially, and I hate to use this word, but demonology warlocks are essentially the bitch of the raid. Because the benefit, the buffs and stuff that they give to the team, they're just really, really good. My character's called Dash Dot Dot. So DASH and then DOT Dash Dot Dot. I will look out for you, dude. But yeah, last night's raids were really good. I managed to get some sick upgrades. I'm close to getting my Phase 1 Best shoulders. I've already got my Phase 1 Best in Slot helm, which is obviously the Tier 7 helm. I am finally running the 4-set bonus at Tier 7, which is like our first raid when it opened up. Was it Tuesday? When did it open up? Was it last Tuesday or was it Thursday? I feel like it could have been Thursday. It might have been Tuesday or Monday night into Tuesday. Thursday. Okay, so we ran all the 10-man. Yes, no, it will have been, because we ran all the 10-man on Friday night. And I got so lucky with drops. Like, so lucky with drops. So I spent most of the first week grinding out all my, like, pre-raid best in slot. Pretty much replaced 60% of it in that one 10-man run. I was like, oh, right, cool, great. Which I don't regret. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret. It upgrades and upgrade, right? Upgrades and upgrade. But yeah, my gear right now is pretty solid, actually. I think I'm the best geared warlock in the guild right now. In the guild, that is. Not obviously on the server, but in the guild. My guild lost server word first. Yeah, we looked at that. There was 2, wasn't there? Right, hang on a minute, Rob. Have you seen a guild called Enigmatic running around? Enigmatic. Enigmatic? Enigmatic. How do you even fucking pronounce it? Enigmatic. There's a few others. Enigmatic. Yeah, that one. Enigmatic. Enigmatic? Enigmatic. Yes. You know what? I can't even pronounce my own guild name. It's great. It's phenomenal. But yeah, that guild. That's the one I'm in. No way. Fuck off. No, you didn't. What, back in vanilla? You might have remembered me when I was on my shaman then. So, okay. This is gonna blow my head off if this is right. So I used to play a healer. Yeah, you know what's really funny, Rob? The unsavory people you speak of, 2 of them are actually my IRL friends. I'm not even taking the piss. I am not even lying. 2 of them are my actual IRL friends. But I used to, yeah, resto shaman called Funi. Troll shaman called Funi. That's who I used to run classic. In classic. Because who was it? It was, so there was a guy called Oki, Volcanoid, which are the other shamans, and then me, Funi. And then I re-rolled Warlock for, yeah, I stayed shaman because I went enhancement for Burning Crusade Classic. And then I re-rolled Warlock for Wrath. Right, okay, Rob, this is going to blow my head off. I'm going to say one character name and just put Pepega face in chat if I'm right, okay? I'm going to say one name. And hopefully it's the right name, because he's had to change his name because his classic name was taken when we changed server. Stephen Orkin. Was that one of the unsavory people? Stephen. Oh my god. Yeah, he's an IRL friend. Highly autistic. Highly autistic. Small world. Dude, seriously. Small world. Holy shit. Wait, hang on a minute. Robert Turner. Are you past God Jekko? Rogue, right? You played a rogue. And yes, that's your nickname, by the way. Past God Jekko. I'm not even kidding. I played rogue in TBC. Yeah, Past God Jekko. That's what we called you, man. I mean, I still refer to you as Past God Jekko. Dude, this world is too small, bro. This world is too small. What are the odds? Like, what are the odds of you running into my YouTube stream, man? Holy crap. That's insane. Seriously, dude, welcome in, man. Welcome on in. It's a compliment, dude. It is a compliment. Yeah, because are you in... Right, the guild. Is it Darkened? Darkness? Dark something? There was 2 guilds. There was 2 guilds that popped up in the server chat for World First. And I can't... I can't remember it. To be fair, dude. To be fair, a lot of people have calmed down. I personally haven't experienced anything. But I guess that's because... So a lot of the shit that comes out of Stephen Orkin's mouth, because I've been friends with him and I've known the guy for well over 15, 16 years. Like, I've known him for that long, 15, 16 years. We went to college together. We kind of grew up together. Because I know just I know him personally. He's not a complete arsehole. I can promise you that, because he isn't. He's not a complete arsehole. He is a dick, but he's not a complete arsehole. But some of the shit that comes out his mouth, it turns to white noise to me. Like, literally, when I know he's going to say something stupid, all I hear is... Oh, but yeah, it's not too bad. But I don't think you were in the guild when we had... I don't remember his name now. His character name was Vitz. He's not in the guild anymore. He got kicked because of some of the stuff that he said, because it was gross. But imagine Stephen Orkin, but times it by about 12. It was anytime we raided in TBC, he was just muted the entire time. But yeah, he got kicked very quickly. But yeah, holy shit, seriously, dude. So I'm gonna swing back. I'm gonna swing back to New World a little bit, because there's a couple of things that are coming up that I think you'll really like, actually. So, obviously, the thing with New World is, when the game first came out, I know a lot of WoW players came over to the game. That's why, on launch, you were looking at, like, 1.3... Well, it wasn't 1.3. It was about 1.1 mil at peak on New World when it first came out. And I know a lot of that player base were WoW refugees from retail because it was in such a bad place. I think the problem with that was the game wasn't in the state it needed to be to keep that player base. The game that we have now, or what we will have, so right now I am playing the PTR server. This isn't the live servers. I am on the PTR right now. But everything that you're seeing right now, all the visual upgrades, the questing experience. Like, beforehand, the questing experience literally used to be go to the town, pick up quests, do them, run back to the town. Pick up more quests, run out somewhere else, go back to the town. The fact that they now have quests just spread out like this. Look at this. You have quests now actually in the specific locations. The hardcore speed, they exist. Yeah, hardcore speed runs exist, dude. So what you have in New World is essentially you have Mythic Plus level dungeons now. So this was recently added, I want to say 6 months ago. So the dungeons that they have now, they added what in New World it's called mutations. But essentially they're Mythic Pluses. But the thing with mutations is you have to be very specific with your gear and very specific with what you're running to make sure that you maximize your run within that mutated dungeon. So to give you an example, New World works on New World dungeons have a weird mechanic. So not all enemy types will take the same damage from the same weapon. For example, the Greatsword, what I'm using right now, the Greatsword deals slash damage. As you can see in the tooltip, slash damage, it says 116. Don't dwell too much on the 116, just for now look at the slash damage. So if I went to the hatchet, is also slash damage. But if you look at the rapier or the spear, they do thrust damage. Now, the difference between the two is this. Say if I was fighting a corrupted enemy, they would take neutral damage. And what I mean by neutral damage is white damage, right? Standard, unmitigated, unboosted damage, right? Just flat out, you're dealing 100% of what you would be doing with your gear. Now, let's say I was using a rapier. Corrupted enemies have a weakness to thrust damage. So your damage would be multiplied. You'd get a multiplier of your damage because you're using something that does thrust. So what you would do in a speed run is you would look at what the dungeon, you'd look at what dungeon was open to into mutation. Let's say Tempest Keep, not Tempest Keep. Let's say, I don't have everything unlocked, by the way, because I'm not the right level, because I'm leveling at the minute. Up here is a dungeon called Heart of Tempest. It's one of the end game, like 60 dungeons. So everything in there is corrupted. So what you want to be using is anything that's thrust. So rapier, spear, bow. Essentially, you can do thrust damage with the sword, but you have to power attack. You know, anything that does kind of thrust damage, perfect. They also have a weakness to arcane damage. So what you would do at that point is also make sure that your weapons are enchanted to also do arcane damage. So you're almost multiplying your damage by like 3 folds, right? You're going hard with it. If you want to speedrun stuff, and by the way, Rob, there are leaderboards coming to the game for the speedrun mutation runs. Because when you do a mutation run, you have a bronze, a silver, and a gold rating at the end of every mutation run. So imagine like DKP, DKP. For example, it's not a similar system, but your end score depends on deaths, speed, and generally the group just not taking much damage, but also how much damage they do. Almost like a pass, right? It's almost like passing. I don't think they will have a pass tool, but don't hold me to that, because it wouldn't surprise me if someone makes one. It wouldn't surprise me if someone actually makes a pass tool to record it. Because technically speaking, the game does have passes. It's really weird because the game doesn't have a DPS meter, but because it's a very combat style game, so, you know, you left click to attack, left click and hold for your heavy attacks, you know, right click for your blocking, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. What you can actually do is you can kind of semi-animation cancel to avoid any interruptions to DPS with like animation times. So what you can do is you can cast an ability but weapon swap just after the ability triggers. So you could cast the damage ability but already be in your main ability or main weapon to keep busting a nut, basically. There's a learning curve to it, but yes, you can speedrun, you can hardcore, if you will. You can hardcore the game massively. So the mutation dungeons, by the way, go from mutation 1 to 10. So obviously 1 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest. I will say this though, Rob. Mutation 10 is no joke. Like if you want to speedrun or even pass a mutation 10 and get a good one, dear fucking God, you've got to be very specific with your gear. And when I say specific, you need to make sure that you've got warding, which is basically like damage reduction. Imagine resilience from PvP. Imagine resilience in PvP, but for PvE. That's what warding is, essentially. So warding, you can get warding against a specific enemy type. So warding against corruption, warding against angry earth, warding against the lost, etc., right? Warding against, which one is it? I actually have some gloves. Beast, there we go. Yeah, shit, like there. You see on these gloves? Beast ward, 3.5 damage absorption against beasts. Essentially, I take 3.5% less damage from beasts. That's basically what warding is. So I'm taking that less damage. So for mutation 10s, for example, you need full warding on every piece of armor. So basically all 5 pieces of your gear, not minus you don't need a shield if you're not sword and a shield, but all 5 pieces of your gear has to have warding. Ideally, your weapons need Bane. So say like if you're against Corrupted, get Corruption Bane on your weapon. It means you do more damage against Bane, Corrupted, etc. So yes, I would say from an end game perspective, when the leaderboards come into play as well, Rob, yes, there will be a competitive scene, especially with speed runs, pass runs, that kind of stuff. They are bringing something to it. I don't know what patch they're bringing that in. I think it might be the patch after Brimstone. Hey UG, how you doing, man? Welcome on in. How you doing? But I couldn't be 100% sure. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, see if this still works. See if this still works. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, welcome in. And again, Rob, if you did recently sub to the YouTube, do thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, welcome to the Dryleaf family. Again, I don't know why my alerts are not showing. I have no freaking do. I've obviously done something wrong or not done something right. But feel free to check out the other social medias that I have. So obviously we've got the Dryleaf family Discord, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch as well. So feel free to check them out if you have any of those social medias. I hope you're doing well, UG. Welcome in, man. UG, if you're still knocking around, dude, spoiler, not spoiler, because I'm not going inside. Well, I will be going inside in a minute because I have to. The factions have their own enclaves. You don't just speak to someone in the town anymore. They have a freaking enclave now. Like, what the frick? It's insane. But I will be, so obviously with the, wait, do missions to earn items like these. Corruption resistance. No fucking way. UG, are you still there, bro? I think, oh my god. I think you can get corrupted resistance from factions. No way. No way. Let's go to Alchemist a second. $525 gear score. No way. Dude, you can get corrupted resistance gear. You can get corrupted resistance gear from your fucking faction. Bro, look at those stats. Refreshing corrupted resistance. Oh my fuck. No way. Dude. Oh my god, this is awesome. So they've got PvP and PvP. Sorry, they've got PvP and PvE gear now. Separate. No way. That's amazing. Oh my good gosh. That's actually amazing. Oh, right. By the way, Rob, sorry that I'm nerding out so much now, but this has literally blown my head off. This is awesome. I cannot emphasize how freaking good that is. That's so good. Right, well, I actually want a heavy chest armor, so... Although, do I wait? Because the one I've got is so much better in terms of item level. But I really need to unlock Scavenger first. Damn, look at those. Oh, you know what? I'm picking them up. But yeah, sorry, I digress, Rob. I apologize, dude. Massive digress there. So basically, what I was going to say is my YouTube is primarily going to be a lot of New World stuff mixed in with some random sort of like live streams. But I'll also be promoting a lot of my Patreon stuff as well. I do a lot of podcasts and exclusive Let's Plays for my patrons. But that's all over there. I'll not go into too much detail about that. You can check that out through links through my Twitch anyway. But when I get round to it, I will be doing a lot of guide videos, a lot of sort of like basic knowledge, and sort of like entry-level knowledge to the game. I don't want to be making videos where it's like, you have to be running this. No, you need to be running this. This is what you need to be running. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not about that. I'd rather say, okay, here's your base knowledge of the mechanics, how the game works, what you're going to expect in these encounters, what to look out for, what to not do, blah, 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 blah. In terms of not do, I mean like don't stand in fire. So then viewers and players can kind of go, okay, so I have a base knowledge here. I'm going to go ahead and take that base knowledge and create something myself. Because one thing I will say about New World, Rob, is there is a holy trinity. There is a tank, there is a healer, and there is a DPS. However, there's no specific class to a tank, a healer, or a DPS. You figure that out yourself. For example, you can tank with a sword, shield, and great hammer. Technically speaking, you could even tank with a hammer and great axe if you really wanted to. When the great sword launches in the Brimstone update, which is on the 18th of this month, so all this content that I'm playing right now is out on the 18th of this month. We're getting fresh start servers on the 2nd of November, which is going to be amazing. I'm actually going to re-roll onto a fresh start server. So essentially, the great sword will be available for tanking, but as a healer, you can go Void Gauntlet, Life Staff. To be fair, actually, healer is probably the only one where you're choked into one fucking weapon type. But you can go Life Staff, Void Staff. You can go Life Staff, Frost Gauntlet. If you really wanted to, and I've seen people do it, Life Staff Hammer, because of crowd control, stuns, mitigations. If you really wanted to, you could be spicy as well and weapon weave and actually go Life Staff, Sword and Shield, because Sword and Shield has a really nice passive in the Swordmaster talent tree called Leadership, where while you have your Sword and Shield out, everyone does 10% more damage. So while you have your Sword and Shield available, everyone's doing more damage. And if people start to get low health, you can switch back to your Life Staff, drop a Sacred Ground, do Splash of Light, which is an AoE heal, and then use Light's Embrace. Done. Most people will be healing nicely from this. So there's loads of options, dude. And there are more weapons coming to the game. They've already said that they're bringing daggers. So dual-wield daggers is coming to the game. We're also going to get another ranged weapon, but we don't know what that is yet. A lot of people have speculated crossbow. I don't think it will be a crossbow. I think it might be something a bit unique, something a bit spicy. But we're definitely getting daggers. That is definitely confirmed. Oh, actually, no. The ranged one might be pistols. We don't know if it's going to be dual-wield pistol, or if it's going to be pistol, but you can use a shield with it. A lot of people are calling out for them to let you use rapier or a sword with the pistol, but we'll see. I think that would be definitely something. Currently, at this current moment in time, the strongest weapon setups, because there isn't really when it comes to builds, I would say it's weapon combinations. Currently, it's running kind of a glass cannon. The only downside with glass cannon, especially if you want to do speed runs, going glass cannon, though it's effective, isn't the best. because especially in mutation 10, if you're in light armor configuration, you're going to get clapped constantly because they have an armor rating here. So right now I'm in medium. So in medium armor, my dodge is a quick hop. The dodge cost is reduced slightly, so it only costs 40 energy to dodge. My base damage is increased by 10%. My outgoing crowd control are increased by 10%. And after I take melee damage, my distance is reduced. Which is fine, that's just like mitigation. But a lot of people run the light armor one, which the only downside to light armor is you do... sorry, here it is. Light armor, you do a quick roll. So you roll, but you do a massive distance. It costs 50 stamina, but you gain 20% more damage and you gain 30% increased healing. So although light armor on paper is better, especially for output, it isn't. You want to be running medium because you're going to take a lot less damage. You're going to have a lot more mitigation with the medium than you are with light. But in terms of weapons, if you want to go for strength, if you want to go for a full-out strength build, the weapons that get empowered by strength are sword and shield, axe, or great axe, warhammer, greatsword, hatchet, blunderbuss, and spear. Spear is a weird one. Spear is one of those weapons that actually scales off 2 stats, so you can kind of be spicy with your build. The other thing I will mention, Rob, as well, because there's a lot, dude. There's fucking lots. These little pips here in your attributes actually are passives. They're actually passives. So, for example, at 50 strength, my melee damage and my physical attacks are increased by 10%. It's pretty big. Same with like constitution, health, all health consumables, so foods, pots, things like that are increased. Like, where is it here? Oh yeah, here we go. Look, 10% more damage on a stunned, slowed, or rooted target. Massive. Strength is actually a really good one. Dexterity is very bursty. Dexterity gives you a lot of crit. Like the 300 dexterity, you're guaranteed to crit after a dodge. 10-second global cooldown. Just shit like that, right? So if you want to go full strength, the current, because I want to ignore Greatsword, because when this patch comes out, Greatsword is going to be the meta weapon. 100%, because the damage of it is fucking obscene. The damage of the Greatsword is absolutely mental. Especially the fact that you're in Onslaught constantly. You're getting a flat 15. Imagine berserking on a warrior, but all the time. That's what Onslaught is. So Greatsword's going to be the way forward. But for strength, it's Great Axe Hammer or Spear Hammer. Hatchet works as well, but a lot of people will go Spear or Great Axe as their main weapon, and their secondary tends to be Hammer. I have seen people run Spear Blunderbuss, though it's very rare, but that's also very, very, very strong. If you want to go dexterity focus, bow rapier or bow spear just destroys. It's so strong. And rapier is incredibly quick. I mean, incredibly quick. I do actually have a rapier bow build on my live server, which is what I usually run mutations with. If it's a corrupted mutation, and it's ridiculously strong. Like, ridiculously strong. The highest damage I've ever done is about 16,000, which in New World is obscene. 16k damage in New World is just like mega pog. Like mega pog. But yeah, so strength, currently strength, great axe, hammer, spear, hammer, or spear, great axe. It varies. You can mix and match. Dexterity, rapier bow, or spear bow. There isn't really any deviation from that. If you want to go magic, so intellect. If you want to go intellect, it's fire staff, frost gauntlet, or frost gauntlet, void gauntlet. You can also go fire staff void, but it's a bit of a waste. There's too much downtime, so your DPS output is not very high. Frost gauntlet, void gauntlet is broken. Also, this might blow your head off, Rob, because this might sound weird to you, but the other meta magic setup is actually Frost Gauntlet Blunderbuss. You can actually, because here's the fucked up thing, right? Blunderbuss actually scales off intellect. It's the only weapon that scales off strength and intellect. Because here's another thing with the blunderbuss. The blunderbuss, Rob, is kind of like, imagine warlock dots. That's your blunderbuss. Well, if you go magic, your blunderbuss is dots. So burn, there's a lot of burn damage. There's a lot of debuffs for increasing damage taken, that kind of thing. And then with the Frost Gauntlet, it's just a whole lot of fuck you. I might have to log on to the live servers to actually showcase that a little bit. Because on my main character on the live servers, I have Rapier Bow for my dexterity build. And I have Frost Gauntlet, Void Gauntlet for my magic build. Because one of the dungeons, gunpowder and barnacles, I think it is. Barnacles and black powder. Is it barnacles and black powder? Dude, I can't fucking remember the name of dungeon now. I'm sure it is that. It's basically the Lost. So these enemies right here. These enemies right here are extremely weak to frost damage. Like, extremely weak to frost damage. So Frost Gauntlet, Void Gauntlet just shreds them to pieces. So in dungeons like BB, we call it BB for short. Anything with frost, 10 out of 10. It just works. You can take like slash damage in there. I think they're immune to thrust damage. So don't really take anything like rapier, bow, or spear, because you'll not do very high damage. But slash damage, yes. So great axe, great sword, that kind of stuff will work. But just enchant your weapon to do frost damage, and you'll be fine. Like, you'll do extra damage. But I would say that they're probably the meta. They're the strongest ones at the minute, based on what kind of play style you want to play as. So like I say, if you want to do strength, definitely the 3 weapons I mentioned, and then the 3 for the dexterity. There's only really 4. No, it's 4. 4 for magic. Wait, what's this, Grev? You know the stuff on test server realm will be on live server. Oh, ha 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 ha. Sorry, I'm having jokes with someone. He's just said a lot of the stuff will be on live server. And I said, yeah, but I want to play it now. Okay, there we go. Have I ran past the quest area again? Oh, only just. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. And I missed that. But yeah, Thursday, Rob. Well, Thursday and Friday, I'll be live on Twitch, not YouTube. But I think on the Friday, I'm going to look at doing some mutations and seeing which mutation is up currently. If it's Lazarus or Genesis, then I'm pretty much sorted. I can kind of run those with my rapier bow setup. Well, either my rapier bow or my spear bow. I am really enjoying spear at the minute, so it'll probably be spear. But you're more than welcome to come by and stuff on the Friday. I'll do that on the Friday. I'll do that on the Friday actually, because it makes more sense. Because then a lot of the US players in the guild will be able to join in. Because I can stream later, so that they'll actually be online and stuff and not at work. And yes, we have a lot of US players on the EU guild here. It's crazy. Have I just got to destroy Lost here? I think I do. Hey, Le Greve. So, one thing I found out, Grev. Oh, by the way, Grev, I'm not doing any high-level stuff while I'm on the PTR server and while I'm live. I am not doing anything in Brimstone while I'm live. Nothing. All I'm doing is leveling right now, Grev. There's really nothing to spoil. There's no sacks, Grev. I know, QQ right. My Twitch bot doesn't work with YouTube. I've tried to link it. I've tried to make it work. It won't do it. It just won't do it. Love you too, man. Cheers for the support. I'm going to be on Twitch Thursday, Friday anyway, Grev. And Friday, I'm going to do some... Friday, I'm doing mutation runs anyway. So we'll get some mutation shit done on Friday. I don't... What are the mutations at the minute anyway, Grev? I mean, to be fair... I could probably look later, because I am thinking about logging on live server at some point anyway. Because the queues to Classic WoW are just ridiculous at the minute. And I'm not going to get on tonight with the queues. It's Tempest. Ooh, Tempest and BB. Is that right? BB and Tempest. Because if Barnacles is open, I have the build for that. I could probably go for... Yes, Barnacles, nice. If Barnacles is open, I could probably go to about Mutation 5, maybe 6. With the gear that I have. 10, Mutation 10 might be a push. I'd have to try and get more legendary gear for that, but it is what it is. But I definitely have the warding gear for that. I definitely have the warding gear for that. But yeah, no worries, Grev. Honestly, I do appreciate it, man. I'm very, very, very impatient. And I have been... and still looking forward to this update that much that I just can't drag myself off the PTR server. I'm still not bored of it, dude. This is the fucked up thing. I am still not bored of it. And the thing is as well is when the patch drops on the 18th, obviously I'll be focusing on my main character. Because, dude, you're going to freaking fall in love with Brimstone. Dude, fall in love with it. By the way, what is your expertise in the minute, Grev? No, I'll not get bored on live. Because I am re-rolling to the fresh... I am rolling onto one of the fresh start servers. And I'll be honest, dude, I've actually not done that much. It might not seem like it, but I actually have not done that much of the new content. I've only been in 2 zones. I've only been in Monarch's Bluff. I've only been in Monarch's Bluff, and I've only been in Everfall. I've not been to Windswood properly. I've not done First Light, Cutlass Keys. I've not done Brightwood. Nothing. I've only done 2 zones, right? I get a 610 index gear. Nice, dude. That's fucking tasty. Tasty. Because one of the things I will say as well, Grev, is they are adding something into the game. I'm not going to say what it is or where it is. Actually, no, I am going to tell you what it is, but I'm not going to tell you where it is. They are adding something that makes it easier to track what your expertise is on other things that you can't see unless it's equipped. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You've got expertise 600 and everything. Fucking boss. Because one of the things about the, you know, the gypsum orbs, you actually get a fuckload of umbral shards when you buy the umbral shards. Sorry, when you buy the gypsums that are already 600. You probably already know this, but I've noticed you get, you get a shitload. One of the things I will say about Brimstone, dude, and kind of when the game introduces, saving them from the greatsword, dude, that's the best thing to do. But when you get the quest that starts introducing you and taking you towards Brimstone, the game literally fucking showers you with gypsum orbs. So don't worry about farming too much now for your gypsum orbs to save, because some of the quests literally just vomit them on you. You just get bombarded with the fuckers. So don't kind of stress too much about trying to get as many as you can now, because they just literally throw them at you. Which I actually think is a really good thing, because a lot of the players that are going to be coming back to the game in Brimstone, because let's be honest, Grev, get ready for queues. This is all I'm going to say. Get ready for queues, because there will be some queues. Yeah, that's what I mean, Grev. Like, you'll have a massive backlog for you just to go click, 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 and it's going to be fucking sexy. I know why they've done it, because a lot of the players who got to 60 now have a catch-up mechanic that costs them nothing but just playing the game. Are you serious with the starting over? Yeah, dude, I'm going. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm going to a fresh start server, man. I want to experience the new. I want to experience the new leveling system properly, because right now I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm enjoying myself. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm enjoying myself, but right now I'm not paying attention to it. Like, a lot of the shit that I've seen or done, I've not really soaked in. But the fresh start servers are going to have multipliers, experience multipliers on them. So you're gathering, you're crafting, your experience gain isn't going to be as shitty. You're going to level everything quickly. They've already specifically said that they don't want people to get burnt out. So they're adding ways where it's just, you're not going to get burnt out. But I am 100% doing it because of the... Here's the weird thing, right? Here's the weird thing. And this is the main reason why I'm doing it, Grev. This is the main reason why I'm doing it. Because I already know the end game stuff, right? I've been playing 60 for a while. I want to experience the game from a fresh perspective. By the way, I'm not moving over to the fresh start server, Grev. Like, I'm not permanently moving over. That's not my plan. But I am going to definitely make a new character on the fresh start service, because I want to play the game from a fresh perspective with the new stuff that's coming. I'm not moving permanently, so don't worry about a permanent move. I just want to experience this game as it should have been when it first came out. That's why I'm going to a fresh start server. I want to experience New World as it should have been when it first came out a year ago. Culture Arson, how you doing? Welcome into the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. By the way, if anyone in the stream is subbing or anything like that, thank you in advance in time. My alert is not working, and I can't figure out why the heck it isn't working, because I did test it before I started streaming or before I went live. I don't know if it's because Streamlabs gets confused with I don't know if it's because Streamlabs is getting confused with Twitch. Primarily as well, Culture Arson, I am a Twitch streamer, but I'm trying to branch out onto different platforms. So this is actually my second YouTube stream, like ever, as you could probably tell by subs. But I think that's what it might be. Streamlabs might just be going. Anyway, so someone who's recently come back leveling mid-30s at the moment, I will say they made a lot of improvements to the game. Yes, dude, quality of life. Even at the minute, quality of life is phenomenal. The leveling experience isn't as good as it could be. I will tell you this for now. When this update comes out on the 18th of this month, so if you didn't know the date, the 18th of this month, Brimstone lands, which is basically the game's just been redone. It is literally like, it's not as good. You remember Final Fantasy XIV, where they completely redid Final Fantasy XIV? This feels like New World's version of that. Everything's freaking changed. If you are mid-30s culture, legitimately look at going to a fresh start server when they come out on the 2nd of November. Even then, to be fair, even then, with you being mid-30s, you will still experience the changes from your mid-30s. Like, absolutely. Because the questing experience, the loot, the itemization, the customization, your build progression, so anything you're kind of doing yourself to your character, and how you want to progress yourself as a DPS or a healer or a tank, whatever variant you're doing with weapons, whatever it might be, you'll still experience all those changes and experience all the improvements even in your mid-30s. So even if you think, nah, I'm not going to go to a fresh start, I'll just continue from 30, you will see an enormous difference, dude. Enormous. But yeah, I am on the PTR right now. I am not on the live servers, just as a, disclaimer. I am on the PTR right now, which is why I have the greatsword. I kind of wanted to theorycraft the capabilities of the tanking with the greatsword. Viable, beyond viable. Greatsword is just insane, man. Like, I'm not even full passive yet, but I've already kind of done a bit of the theory work. If I build my gear with damage reduction, cooldown reductions from being hit, and leech, so lifesteal, combine that with the greatsword passives, which also do a leech, and the heal over times from life staff, dude, self-sustained tank 100%. It's absolute. I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing as well, culture. That's my plan as well. Like, I have my 60, I have my level 60 on my main server, but I want to experience, as I said, like 5 minutes ago, would have been 5 minutes ago, I kind of want to experience the game as it should have been when it first came out. So it will be an alt server, and I probably won't put as much effort in as I did on my main character, but I will most certainly dive in to the new experience properly. Absolutely. 100%. I'm hoping that the queues are not that bad. I know that they've mentioned, they sent an email out to the Content Creator Club, as you can see. I am a New World content creator. Though most of my content at the minute is primarily live streams, I do have a welcome back video on YouTube here that was posted a few weeks ago. So that's up live now as well. There is going to be a beginner's guide to crafting video coming very soon. And I'm also going to be doing a preparation for Brimstone video, which will come out about a week or two. Well, we've got 8 days, so I'll be posting that in about 2 days, I think, a couple of days. No problem, Greg. Thank you very much. It'll either be 2 days or this weekend. That video will go live, and it's just basically if you're max level or close to max level, what you should be thinking about doing to prep yourself for Brimstone and the new zone. So that should be live soon as well. That should be up on here on YouTube by the weekend. Same with the crafter's guide as well. But yes, they are. So they've already confirmed. Yeah, seriously, culture, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. You're more than welcome. Because, I mean, there are guides out there already. And I have watched a lot of the guides myself. But sometimes, and I don't know, from an MMO player perspective, because I'm a big MMO fan, love MMOs. Like, I started streaming 4 years ago with ESO Online. I don't play ESO anymore. Oh, fuck, that was a nice drop. Oh, there's some nice stats. Holy shit. Yeah. Boss. Where was I? Sorry, that loot just threw me off. Oh, yeah. So I started with, like, ESO. I did stream Final Fantasy 14 for a while. Guild Wars 2 for a while. New World, when it came out, I jumped straight onto New World when this came out. I was just like, yep. 100%. But from an MMO perspective, whenever I watch a lot of guide videos, it tends to be the same thing of, you need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. You need to do this. Have you thought about doing this? From my perspective, it should be, here's the information. Now explore it. So a lot of my videos will be a kind of, these are the core mechanics. These are the mechanics of the game. So especially with the crafting one, it's these are the mechanics of the you know, crafting. This is how this works. This is how that works. Explore. That's kind of how I want to make my videos, and going forward, that's how I want my videos to be. Especially with the Brimstone stuff, my Brimstone video or my Brimstone prep video will not be a, you have to do this before Brimstone, you have to do this before Brimstone. It will be, this is what's available. This is potentially one of the best routes of doing it. However, explore and find alternatives that work for you, so long as you meet these points, right? And that's kind of how I want to do it, rather than someone slapping your hands with a wet fish and going, you're doing it wrong. Excuse me. Ultima Online, dude, I remember Ultima Online. I was young when Ultima Online was out. I mean, I'm only 31. I know I don't look it, right? Yeah, I don't look it. I know. Ha 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 ha. Funny. But no, I remember it, never played it because I was too young at the time. My first MMO was EverQuest 2, then WoW. Then from WoW, I did Warhammer Online, and I also did Guild Wars 1. And then WoW was pretty much my main MMO for a lot of my childhood. And my teenage years was WoW. Then Guild Wars 2, when Guild Wars 2 came out, that kind of consumed me and took over. Elder Scrolls Online, because that came out 2 years after Guild Wars. Same with WildStar. That came out at the same year as ESO. WildStar came out in 2014, just before ESO, actually. WildStar came out before ESO. I did dabble in Lord of the Rings Online as well, naturally, because I freaking love Lord of the Rings. But I didn't really play that all that much. Yeah, dude, WildStar was a solid game. It's a shame that it's gone, to be fair. Yeah, dude, it really did. It was such a good game. It's a shame that the devs didn't put it was, to be fair, it was the devs that killed it because they just didn't put enough into it. They really didn't focus on getting content out consistently, to the point where we had the same content for like 2 years. So when you had people running around with best in slot gear for 2 years with no other progression, people just went, yeah, I'm done. It slowly died a death that it shouldn't have. It's a shame, really. Even when it went free to play, everyone was like, but there's no new content, so why? It's a shame, really, because it was a really good game. But yeah, dude, honestly, I can see a lot of... you know, a lot of the players who quit New World after the first month and said that it was shit and it was garbage. I can actually see a lot of those guys coming back and then being like, oh, hang on a minute. Where was this game a year ago? Legitimately. I actually did a podcast. Over on my Patreon. I know I'm not plugging my Patreon, just in case you're going, oh, fucking hell, here he goes, plugging all his content. But I do a podcast over on Patreon and stuff. And one of my latest podcasts was at the 11th month of New World's release. I actually did a live stream. I think it must have been... The game, New World had been out about 3 months at this point. And at about 3 months, everyone just gave it shit constantly. The crap game. It has no growth. It doesn't have this. It doesn't have that. Though I did agree with them at the time because the game did lack a lot of end game. And one of the things I said to a lot of the people when they were like, oh, it's got no end game. The first question I asked them was, did you rush to max level? And their answer was yes. Then I asked them, are you a WoW retail player? They went, yes. And I went, this is not WoW. Don't rush it. That's why you're bored now, because the content isn't quite finished yet. So there is none. Don't rush max level. So a lot of those players went, the game's shit, there's nothing here. Which, again, in hindsight, they were kind of right. The end game was kind of just PvP, which is why a lot of players then went, the game is just a PvP game, because the only end game that was available was the PvP. The PvE hadn't been finished yet. And for the most part, a lot of the PvE content that we had when the game launched a year ago, they did that in the year that they delayed the game. That in that 12-month window where they delayed the game, that's where the PvE was made. So now they've caught up. They've now caught up with everything that they intended the game to have when it launched. And this is the Brimstone update. The Brimstone update is exactly how the game should have been when it launched. And in the podcast, I go on to say that I basically am like, do you remember that stream about 3 months after New World launch? And I told people coming into the Twitch chat crying that the game's bad, to give it time, have patience. And I said to them, I guarantee to you, I promise to you, when this game hits the 12-month mark, it's going to be what it should have been when it was launched. Long and behold, Brimstone was announced. I played it on the PTR, literally played it for about 4 hours, made the podcast, and it's just me shouting, fucking told you so. No, obviously, it's not 30 minutes of me just shouting, I told you so. But I do whip my schlong out, not literally, metaphorically, and go, told you. I told you. Because the other thing is as well, the one of the plus sides of being part of the creator club is I am privy to a lot of information early. So I had kind of the inside scoop for a lot of the things that were coming with the Brimstone update. And it was everything that people were like, it doesn't have this, it needs this, da-da-da-da. Was there. It was there. So that's kind of why I went, yeah, told you so. Honestly, dude, it's weird. You see, this is what a lot of the people, or sort of say a lot of the MMO players that had their head on straight were like that culture. They kind of took the approach of when the game might not be in its best state right now, but from a launch perspective, it's clean. Yes, there were queues, but they were very quick to fix it. Yes, the game had a lot of exploits from the start, but you had a dev team that didn't understand their own engine. Anyway, a dev team at the time. The new dev team has done wonders. Like right now, the PTR version that I'm playing is so freaking optimized, it is unreal. Like, unfreaking real how optimized this thing it is. It's just, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, a lot of the people that had their head on straight were like, the game could be worse, and the launch could have been diabolical. And it actually wasn't. And yeah, look, Bezos is just like, make me a game. But yeah, one of the things I didn't say earlier, culture, because I went off on a tangent. I'm good at that, by the way. I'm very, very, very good at that. Also, if you wish as well, feel free to check out the other social links as well, dude. We've got the Dryleaf family Discord, we've got Twitter, TikTok, and of course, Twitch. My links to like my Patreon and my Instagram, they're over on Twitch anyway. They're also kind of linked to TikTok and Twitter. They're everywhere, right? Same with the Discord. Everything is everywhere, really. But feel free to check out the links. And again, for anyone who has subbed, thank you very much. Welcome to the Dryleaf family. I appreciate it. Again, I apologize that my alert isn't working. I don't know why it's not working. I will figure it out next time I am live. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, did I see a dab earlier? Elbow cough. It looks like a dab. I'm glad I didn't do the dab. Imagine how launch would have been in the West if all the rest of the world hadn't wanted to log in to reserve names. Yeah, that would have been great, right? That'd have been great, Grev. Let's be honest, dude. You've got best name EU. It pays homage to the great Dryleaf. And the goose. We can't forget the goof. Elbow cough. If it was meant to be a dab, I do actually have a really cheesy dab thing that I use on Twitch.
Dab.
Yes, that is me saying dab. Cringe! It's not cringe, it's fucking amazing. Name change tokens. Ooh. You know what, Grev? A name... here's the thing, dude. They have realm transfers. So name change tokens, I don't think is a bad idea. It wouldn't surprise me, if they actually add them in. It generally would not surprise me. Yeah, exactly. It would be really easy. It would not surprise me if they add like a weird contract thing for a name change. Because here's the other thing is as well. Technically, it still sticks to the law. It doesn't screw the law up. You see, this is the other thing as well. And I don't know if you saw any of this culture, but there are a lot of people that were obviously hating on New World, saying that after 6 months, the game would be pay to win. The store would just be full of give me money, give me money, give me money. Over a year down the line, and all we have is cosmetics still. There's no battle pass, there's no XP boosts, there's no boosting a character to max level, there's no bullshit to increase the damage you deal, there's no pay to win shit at all in the game. At all. it's funny as well because most of the quality of life changes, people said that that's what they'd add to the cash store. No, they just added it to the game as a quality of life. Why sell it? So yes, I am too slightly shocked that they haven't done even like makeover kits, you know, things like that, changing your appearance and stuff like that. Because yeah, you're right, name change tokens, there will be people that will buy them. And the other thing as well, I think the only thing really that they charge direct for is realm changes. And even then, when Brimstone comes out, they're probably going to open up new servers and give people free transfer tokens again. I think they've given the entire player base like 2 free transfer tokens. I've certainly had 2 free transfer tokens. And it's cheap as well. It's only like 11. So British pound sterling, it's like 11 quid. Which on the grand scheme of things is actually very cheap for a transfer. Considering what other MMOs pay or charge you, that's actually really cheap for a transfer. Really cheap for a transfer. Rev, you are not wrong. I don't, even if that was meant to be a meme comment, you're not actually wrong, dude. When your character looks good, you play good. It's a fact, dude. It's a fact. So you also, for anyone who is watching right now as well, forgive that obviously I'm just doing kind of slow content at the minute, you know, with like leveling. I'm just leveling a low character at the minute just to kind of chill out. I'm kind of in like a chill mode at the minute. I don't want to dive into the high level Brimstone stuff because I can actually make a level 60 character instantly on the PTR. I do have a level 60 character on here, but I don't want to show... Excuse me, I don't want to actually show any of the new zone because I want people to experience that themselves. I don't want to showcase any of that while I'm live, because that's definitely something I don't want to ruin. By the way, Culture, have you seen the size of the new map? As in the size actually on the map yet? Because it's fucking terrifyingly big. Like, ridiculous. Yeah, so... Do you remember when the game was very much a case of... So, obviously, you've returned back to the game, Culture. So, one of the things you will notice is the PvE and PvP are now separate entities. PvP and PvE are now separate entities. So the map, for example, because I'm not flagged for PvP, I see no color gradient, nothing, because I'm not tagged for PvP. So I don't need to see the PvP side of the game. I don't need to see it. If I toggle for PvP, the zones will change to who's controlling. So, that's annoying? I like it. Then turn PvP on, Grev. Done. Easy. And then if you die in PvP, it's your own fault. I'm not even sorry for saying that, to be honest. Actually, no, I am, Grev. It's you, so I am sorry. You're my boy. One of the OGs from Twitch. I personally like the change, Grev, but then again, I was never interested in the PvP side of things anyway. But yeah, for like PvP now, they did rework Outpost Rush a bit more to be less PvE PvP, and it's still... It's more focused at PvPers. but you can still complete Outpost Rush as a PvE PvP, or you can just go raw PvP with it now. The game also has 3v3 arenas, so if you want to do 3v3 comp progression, there's now 3v3 arenas with rewards. PvPers now have a PvP track tree for rewards, so PvPers can now actually gear by PvPing. They don't have to go into a dungeon. They still will get a lot of their best in slot from mutated dungeons, but you can still get some really nice gear just from PvPing now. So the PvPers have their own thing. PvEers now have their own thing. So the dungeons now have Mythic Plus modes. They're not called Mythic Plus. They're called Mutation or Mutated levels. So you go from Mutated 1 to 10. Obviously 1 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest. Loads of stuff, right? So there's a hard mode to the dungeons now. So PvEers, you can get that. And the rewards from that, amazing. But yeah, PvP, you get more rewarded now. PvE, they have the mutated hard mode content. In terms of weapons culture, what we've had is the Void Gauntlet, we've had the Blunderbuss, and we're getting the Greatsword. Now they have 100% confirmed daggers dual-wield. 100% dual-wield daggers are coming to the game. When, I don't know, but they are coming. The other one is pistol, but they haven't said how they're going to do pistol. A lot of people are speculating double pistol. A lot of people are saying that you can equip a secondary weapon with the pistol. So rapier pistol, sword pistol, pistol shield. But we don't know yet. By the looks of things, it will probably be dual-wield pistol. However, it wouldn't surprise me if they do it as an offhand secondary. So rather than having two weapons, like right now I have the Greatsword and the Life Staff, what you would have is rapier pistol, and that would be your two weapons. But you could have rapier in the main hand, pistol in your offhand. So you could be like stab, 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 shoot. Yeah, witch hunt style, exactly. Because here's the thing, technically speaking, it already exists in the game. NPCs have it. I mean, one of the main protagonists, not protagonists, one of the main villains of the game, she uses rapier pistol. It exists. It wouldn't break the law, and it wouldn't be out of place because it already exists within the world. Same with pistol shield. It already exists in the world. I think it'll be one of those things where rather than having two weapons, you have an offhand main hand. If they were to add it into the game, that's personally how I would do it, would be offhand main hand. And it will work. It will work. Oh, just as FYI as well, culture, the playstyle that I'm using with the Greatsword right now is the tanking one, so it's a little bit slower, a little bit more cathartic. If I went into the Onslaught one, I just zug and smash the shit out of everything. So it's a lot quicker and it slaps. But I want to explore the self-sustain tank, especially with the Greatsword, because of just how viable it actually is. So I'm a bit like, I've been tempted to actually make a level 60 character, because it doesn't take you to the new zone right away. It doesn't take you to the new zone right away, so I won't be spoiling the new zone, but I kind of want to equip all the 625 gear and try out the tanking build that I have in mind. I just need to do it, you know. Yeah, that'll work, Rev. Like, it would actually work. I think when they will probably add daggers first. They will probably add the daggers first, and to be fair, the new dev team, the new dev team that New World has proven to me already that these guys know what they are doing. Because, dear Lord, they know what they're doing. Like, holy crap. They know what they're doing. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if when they add daggers, that's when they will start to experiment with more dual-wield options. Thank you, sir, for the pip. Appreciate it. Timing perfection right there. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. But yeah, anyway, culture, what zones did they add? So, we already know that they did Reek Water 2 months after launch. But Brimstone, to give you an idea, dude. Okay, just to give you an idea, culture. I'm probably going to die here, but I don't care because this is for science. Actually, I might die here. Let me kill some stuff first because I don't want to die. I actually don't want to die. So let me actually clear some stuff out. To give you an idea of how big Brimstone's going to be. So currently, the current map, Shattered Mountain, Great Cleave, and Ebon Grove. These are kind of the 3 endgame zones. Well, Reek Water as well, but not many people do Reek Water other than Lazarus. So Reek Water, Great Cleave, Shattered Mountain, Eden Grove. Oh, and, sorry, Ebon Scale Reach for Imperial Palace down here. These are kind of like the end zones, right? The level 60 zones. So to give you an idea, I'm hovering over the zone. Shattered Mountain is yay big. Great Cleave is yay big. Eden Grove is yay big. Brimstone is fucking huge. Essentially, Brimstone is the same size as pretty much Eden Grove, Great Cleave, and Shattered Mountain in one. Massive. Fucking massive. Big. Big. Yeah, dude, it's massive. And seriously, dude, some of the encounters, I don't want to spoil anything because honestly, some of the encounters that I've had in Brimstone, oh my god. It's been a while since I've actually fallen in love with the game. Yeah, some of the encounters were just so good. They were immersive, they were fun, they were challenging, but not frustratingly challenging. Which I think is a big deal. Because if something's challenging, I like a challenge, but I don't like a challenge where it pisses me off. I like something where it can challenge my abilities to the point that when I do complete it, it gives me a sense of satisfaction. Right? I finish that encounter going, beat you, yes. Not a goddamn it table flip. And Brimstone is full of that. The elite zones in there are just phenomenal. Mechanically just, oh my god. Like oh my god, dude, Vetatron. Although I can do Vetatron, Grev, on Vet, fast, no. The RNG of that shit pisses me off. Because one run, you could be flawless, right? You could do a flawless run. And the next run, you do nothing different, and you do nothing but get cooked. Fuck, man. The link's expired. Ooh. It shouldn't have. And yes, I just went ooh. Let me do this. To be fair, I might have done it shit. There you are, dude. Discord link for you there. Easy. Easy clap. But yeah, I will be honest, Grev, you'll love Brimstone, dude. You will absolutely love it, mate. Not a problem at all, Culture. Not a problem at all. Hopefully one of my mods will be able to get your title and role sorted. In fact, I've got Discord open now. I'll just do it now. Boom. Done. Sorted. Winning! It comes out at a bad time for me. No! How come, Grev? Are you on holiday or is work being a bit shitty? Okay, that was a really bad... Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, no. I think I got the block. No, I didn't. Nice. We're getting the keys for... Dude! Congrats, man. Holy shit. Seriously, dude. Massive congrats. God, I absolutely adore the tank spec. Seriously, it's so good. Fuck yes. Great sword level 10. Whoop! Excuse me. Seriously, Grev, massive congrats, dude. Anyway, what was this Syndicate chest give me? Damn! They're actually really good. Right. So, let's definitely go. Let's do the bleed. We can stack bleed. Yes. Then we got some stuff to do, and then we are moving on the 27th. Well, I mean, on the plus side, Grev, you might avoid queues then. Because I will say this. In terms of progression, dude, most of us in the guild are not going to rush too much. Because we're probably going to be exploring a lot of stuff. Right, let's tank this for this guy. Nice, good healing. Hi, guys. Well, hang on a minute. Is this an event? Or is this a quest? Oh, I was hoping for a world event. Simply, yeah, missed the queue. Oh, hello. Okay, this looks mint. So, by the way, Culture, one of the things you'll notice in the new update is Amazon Game Studios has put work in, dude. So there's now... Do you remember the old questing system where you ran back to the town, picked a bunch of quests up, ran all over the fucking place, then have to run all the way back to the fucking town, hand in, pick another bunch of quests up, run out, run back to the town, there. And Grev, I am sorry, because I really don't want to spoil things, but what they've done now, Culture, is they've actually added questing hubs. So when you quest now, you will actually go to an actual quest hub. Like, for example, let me give you an example. Okay, Monix Bluff. I've done most of the quests in Monix Bluff right now, but down here, where there's a quest, hub here, another quest here. So a lot of your quests are actually where you're gonna be. Like, look at this, for example. Quest. They're now going to be where you are. So a lot of the time, there'll be a little town or a little village that used to just be full of enemies that you slap the shit out of, is now NPCs that will speak to you, that own a farm, doing stuff, but they'll give you quests. Proper reworked it. But it's shit like this. This landmark. Look at this. Look at this. This is the Covenant Enclave. This is not in the game at the minute. Fuck, it looks good. I'm sorry for the swearing, but holy shit. Ugh. Like, oh my god. The other thing, oh, culture. As a PvE player as well, dude. Random encounters will occur. So as you're questing, random quests will just start. Also, certain questing zones will actually have a timed event with a boss at the end, which will actually drop loot, which is actually really freaking good. Like, really freaking good. And in terms of, you know, quest items before used to be kind of meh. This is a low-level axe. This is a low-level axe. However, I got this from a quest. Not a drop. Not a boss. Not a chest. A quest. A freaking quest. And it doesn't look half bad either. It's a bit big. Look at the fucker. And this is low level, by the way. Low level. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Get me out of prone. There we go. Just, seriously, dude. The sheer level of immersion in this game now is just unreal. Unreal. Also, I don't know if you noticed, because I did it too quickly. This is costing me no Azoth, by the way. Nothing. Zero. No Azoth. Not one. Yeah, you're breadcrumbed. But it means that you explore more of the map, and the questing doesn't feel like yeah, the questing doesn't feel like a hassle. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. I'm going to be good chat, and glad I found your stream. Subbed, enjoying the Discord. I'll catch you later. Not a problem at all, culture. I am live. Again, I am primarily a Twitch streamer, so I am going to be live on Twitch on Thursday and Friday. We are going to be doing some New World. I'm pretty sure there is a Twitch drop at the minute for a skin, so that will be running as well over on Twitch. So I'll probably end up streaming on YouTube every Tuesday. Thursday, Friday is going to be over on Twitch, so hopefully I'll catch you there as well, dude. I'm going to send the link for that as well again. If you do have Twitch, feel free. Ignore the TikTok one. Feel free. Awesome, but that's where I mainly stream. It's awesome to have you here, dude. Pleasure meeting you. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, keep your eyes out as well for those guide videos, dude. When they you'll get a notification anyway. So thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Dryleaf family again. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon, dude. Wait. Hold the phone. Hold the phone, Grev. To 100? Dude! Grev, you are a boss, mate. Right, I didn't even notice that. Are you saying carry some salvage gear? Full focus gear for salvage, bro. Yeah, culture. Don't worry about it, man. I honestly, I appreciate the support and the love, man. Honestly, really do. But I will be streaming on YouTube at least once a week. If things go well, I will probably change that to a couple of days. But for now, it's just going to stick to one. Great chance of those. Yes, the armor scraps, dude. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I actually think, Grev, I've got some focus gear on my on the live server, actually, in the bank. I actually think I have enough to push me to 100. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. We'll see. We'll see where we go from it. Anywho, what time are we on? No way. Normally, I've been for breaks for now. What? Yeah, this is nuts. I'm actually surprised how long we've gone for. It's actually crazy. So what? We've got 8 days. We've got 8 days left. 8 days left until the patch comes out. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. So good. Like, so good. Can't wait for it. It's going to be amazing. I am going to go get myself some food, guys. I didn't realize how long I'd been live for. It's amazing what happens when you have a lot of fun, right? Amazing what happens when you have a lot of fun. But I am going to be back on Thursday. I will be over on Twitch. We will be on the live servers, not the PTR servers. So, no more spoilers. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys over there. And yeah, thank you very much for hanging out, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Keep your eyes peeled for more videos coming to YouTube as well. So obviously we're going to get the crafter's guide, and we're going to get the pre-prep guide to Brimstone. So that's going to be coming ahead of time before the launch. Really excited to get those videos posted. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, guys. So as always, thank you so much. You've all been amazing. To everyone who subbed and joined the family, thank you very much. Again, feel free to check out the links as well, the Discord and all the other platforms that the Dryleaf family are on. Yeah, so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Stay safe. Keep it classy. Ciao, ciao, guys. I'll see you Thursday. Laters.